Hello. I have just started a 1928 New York Yankees replay, and the main reason I did that was because I wanted a team that would win. I'm currently doing a 1954 Milwaukee Braves replay as well, and I'm enjoying it, but they're on a 6-game losing streak, and when you care about a team and they lose like that, it can get pretty frustrating. So anyway, this is the third game of the year. Uh, the Yankees are at Philadelphia. 1928. These were pretty much the only two teams in the American League uh, that were very good. I believe St. Louis was the only other team above 500, the Browns, and they were 82 and 72, 19 games back. So it is amazing how many Hall of Famers are in these two teams, the Yankees and the Athletics. There was one play where everybody involved were Hall of Famers, and I think it was like 5 or 6 players. The pitcher, the hitter, the fielder, the runners. It's just amazing how many Hall of Fame players are in these two teams. So anyway, let's get started.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we invite you to rise and please sing as John Kiley plays our national anthem.
Replay Radio is live from Philadelphia. Top of the first.
I've got to say that replay baseball has become my favorite. It's definitely the best computer game in my opinion. The way I play it is I have the cards, I roll the dice, and I just let the computer, I enter the dice manually. But I like having the cards in hand, but I don't like collating the stats, and I also like having an opposing manager. That's a big deal for me when I'm doing a team replay. So when I'm doing just a replay, I can manage both teams, but I prefer to have an opponent. And so far, the games that I've played, which has been quite a few, but not a ton, with replay, the manager has been tolerable. You have the option to override it on most of its decisions, so there occasionally I will, but most of the time I think it does a pretty good job. So anyway, some of these names obviously I might mispronounce, like for example Early Combs. I think it's Early, it might be Earl, but we'll go with Early. So he is leading off here against Jack Quinn, who, as you can see from the picture, used to be a Yankee, and I believe is again after this. He played in the Federal League, and I think it was 14 and 15, and so he had to play in the Pacific Coast League for a while after Federal League folded because he couldn't get back into the Major League Baseball. So anyway, we got over here our scoreboard, out of town scoreboard. So we'll go back to that. And so Early Combs starts us off here. He's batting .222 so far. Jack Quinn, you can see his record was 18 and 7 with a .290 ERA. A lot of offense in 1928, so anybody with an ERA under 3 had a pretty good year. So here we go. So I roll a 5, 5, 1. So that's a 21 on 5. That's a base on balls, but Quinn has a raised number of 5. So we will have to. So only a 6 actually will get him a walk. Oh, hang on a second. 5, 5, 1. 21. Huh. There's supposed to be a raised number there of 5, which I thought meant that you would have to roll again to get the walk. Let me look. Let's see. Column 5. Oh, okay. So if a pitcher has a raised number, that only counts on the walks on 6, 7, 8, and 9. And so that was obviously a 21, so that's why it didn't apply. So there you go.
No outs, men on first.
Early
The
Cone
defense is playing in at the corners.
leads us off with a walk here. That brings up Mark Koenig, and we have the action here. Possible stuff going on. So I rolled a 16, and that would be a possible wild pitch. Looks like that's not going to happen because Quinn has a 6 of a wild pitch, and so he is blocked by Mickey Cochran. So we'll try
No
again.
outs, men on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
So the corners are in. Mark Koenig bunts 3. He's a pretty decent hit and runner. I'm doing the built-in base stealing to where that it's automated, where you have the where it tells you whether to steal or not. So I like that pretty well. So I'm going with that. Let's see. Let's try a hit and run. So that's a 3, 6, 3. So Koenig. Let's see. The pitcher's 3 is a 3, and 6 is a 28. So it looks like that's going to be a fly out to center. Runners hold.
It's a hit and run.
And so the hit and run did not work. So we got 1 away. I also keep score of the games. I use Bob Carpenter's scorebooks. You may have seen that on baseball demos. I love these scorebooks. Just about every game I play, I use this scorebook, no matter what game it is. So anyway, that brings up the Babe.
1 out, men on first.
I started out the replay, the very first game we played against Philadelphia. Babe started out with 2 home runs in a row, so I thought that was a fitting way to start a 1928 Yankees replay. So the Babe is up. 3, 3, 6. That's 19 on 3, and that is going to be a double down the right field line. Runners advance 2 bases, and we check the third base coach for any more than that. So 3, 3, 6. Babe hits a double, and looks like Early Combs, he's a 5 runner, so other than a 12, he is going to score. And we roll 32. So Early Combs scores. So the Babe with a double, and an RBI. That would be his 5th of the year.
1 out, men on second.
Brings up Lou Gehrig. Could you imagine facing these 2 guys as a pitcher back to back? Let's see here. That was Ruth's first double of the year. Babe Ruth. I should write that down on my scorebook. First double of the year. And that brings up Lou Gehrig. Lou is batting .250 with no home runs, no RBIs. Couple walks. 6-1. Oh, that looks like that's going to be a hit at least. 6, that's a 9. And that is a single to center field. Runners advance 1 base. have the opportunity to try to score home, and it's the runner speed. So we got 6-1-6. So if we send the runner, looks like if it's higher, he's out. So we got a 1 and 4. Yeah, let's give it a shot. So let's send the runner on third. So 5 and 6, he's out. Rolled a 2. So Lou Gehrig gets his first RBI of the year. The Yankees are up 2-0. Single and a RBI for Lou Gehrig.
1 out, men on first.
It's interesting, Babe Ruth's speed was a 4. I figured he'd be a little slower than that. See, he was 33. That's one thing about replay cards that I love is the ages on them. It kind of helps you put the player's career in perspective, where they're at in that year. Like Jack Quinn, for example, is 44 years old. And he went on to play a few more years. So he played, I think his last game he was 50. So he kept going a long time. So anyway, Bob Musial is up. And Bob Musial was batting .556 with 3 RBIs so far. 6-2-1. That's going to be a 9. Now that's at the ballpark, so I'm going to let the computer figure that out. 6-2-1. Double roll here at Shibe Park. So 53 or higher is the only chance for a homer. We've got a 43, so that's going to be a single. And Gehrig holds at second base. So Jack Quinn is having some difficulty here in the first inning.
1 out, men on first and second.
Tony Lazzeri batting .429 with an RBI so far. The Philadelphia infield's halfway, looking for the double play. 3-4. That's going to be a rare play opportunity. 4-5. So roll to see if we got a rare play. Nope. So Lazzeri runs a 4. So this would be a number to the pitcher, and they're going to aim for Gehrig going to third. So 5 and 6, he's out. And rolls a 2. Infield single. So the bases are jammed with the Yankees. Infield single for Lazzeri.
1 out, bases loaded.
And that brings up Gene Robertson. So Gene Robertson hasn't played yet. This will be his first game at third. Yankees had some different people play third base this year. So they're halfway still, looking for the double play. 1-4, and they're going to get it. 1-4-5. That's going to be a 40 on column 1. And that's a ground out to shortstop. So that'll be a 6-4-3 double play. 1-4-5.
2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 left on.
So that's a 6-4-3 double play. Athletics needed that one. We still get 2 runs. RBIs by Ruth and Gehrig.
Bottom of the first.
So we got Herb Pinnock on the hill today for the Yankees. He's only started 24 games, but a 2.56 ERA, 17 and 6 for the year. And he starts off with Max Bishop, who had 100 walks this year. Very good leadoff man. Only a 3 speed. 6-3-6. That would be a 32. That will be a pop out to third base. Pop out to Robertson. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Ty Cobb, his last year. I mean, look at the next, let's see, 5 Hall of Famers in a row there. Ty Cobb, Tris Speaker, which is his last year, I believe, or toward the end. Cobb's 41, Speaker's 40. Al Simmons, Jimmy Fox, and Mickey Cochran. That's a lineup, huh? So anyway, Ty Cobb is 0 for 9 so far this year, even though in real life, he had a 323 average. 5-6-2. That'll be a 3 on 5. That's a ground out to Lazari at second. And Cobb starts the year 0-10. Tris Speaker
2 outs, bases empty.
had a decent year, not Tris Speaker-like, but I'm pretty sure this was his. I think he may have played a couple more years, but it was toward the end for sure. So far, he is batting 2 for 3 though in his play here. 3-1-1. It's a 13, 14, and that will be a line out to Robertson.
And just like that, the inning's over.
So, Herb Pennick
Top of the second.
mows him down in order. This catcher for the Yankees, Johnny Grabowski, leads off the inning. This will be his first at bat too. Pat Collins got injured in yesterday's game for 4 games. Same thing with the catchers. They do have a young rookie named Bill Dickey that got a little bit of playing time this year. I think he might turn out to be okay for the Yankees in the future. 3-5-2. 3-5. That's a 3. So that's going to be a 6, but that's the ballpark. So again, I'll let the computer figure that out. So 32 and up, he gets a single. 34. So he starts his 28 year off with a hit. And that brings up Herb Pennick.
No outs, man on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Herb Pennick's decent hitter, 203 for the year. Let's see, but let's go ahead and do the sacrifice here. Let's see who it goes to. 6.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
And that's going to be to the catcher. And he pops it out. So that would be a pop out to Cochran trying to bunt, and he fails.
1 out, man on first.
Was a 2 bunter. That's a decent bunter. Early Combs walked and scored on Babe Ruth's double in the first. 3-3-4. That's a 74 on 3. And that's going to be a triple into the gap. I believe that will be Combs' first triple of the year. Grabowski scores. The Yankees are up 3-0. Triple. That'll be Combs' first RBI of the year. And his first triple.
1 out, man on third. They brought the infield in.
So they're bringing the infield in to try to cut off that run. I don't blame them. I would do the same. So Mark Koenig flied out to Tris Speaker in the first on a hit and run. 4-6-5. 4-6-5. That would be a 3, and 5 is the shortstop. Boley's a 3, so that'll be a 6 with the infielder in. Let's see, the infield in on a 6. Batter out, runners hold. So it looks like the infield in strategy worked for this at bat. Yep, hit it right at him. Mark Koenig did, and that's 2 away. So So that brings up the Babe, looking for his second RBI of the
Two
day.
outs, men on third.
Babe Ruth, his first double back in the first. Got 5 RBIs already on the year. 2-5-2. And that's going to be a 21 on 2. That'll be a fly out to left. Quinn got him. Oh.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on.
That's one good thing about playing with the computer. I looked at the wrong column. So 5-2-2 is actually a 3 on 5, and that's a ground out to second base, obviously. So that's one advantage to doing this, that I would have had the wrong result there. So they get Babe Ruth to ground out to Bishop, but we still got a run on 2 hits, and we left on 1.
Bottom of the second.
Yankees up 3-0. So Al Simmons starting the year off batting .500 with a home run and an RBI. He had a home run in yesterday's game. So far, we have won 1 and lost 1. Won the first game, lost the second one. And Simmons hit a home run in yesterday's game. 2-6-1, and that will be a 64. But this is going again to the ballpark. So we'll let the computer figure that out. So this is possible double here if you don't get to it. Oh, it looks like he's got a little chance. Anything over 26 is going to be a double. 32. Al Simmons leads off the second with a double to left. Let's see.
No outs, men on second.
That would be Simmons' second double of the year. So Al Simmons is playing like a Hall of Famer. So he doubles his second, and that brings up Jimmy Fox. 20-year-old Jimmy Fox. He played a couple years before this sparingly. Next year is when he becomes Jimmy Fox. He had a really good year, a pretty good year this year. 328, 13 homers, and 400 at bats. Let's see, they suggest Lou Gehrig play in. He is a 2-bunter. This is 1928, so I'll leave Gehrig in just in case he tries to bunt. It was a different game in 1928. 5-2-4. So that's going to be a ground out to first if he doesn't bunt. 2-4. Nope, he doesn't. So that should advance the. Oh no, Gehrig was playing in, so Simmons wasn't able to advance, which is kind of cool. I mean, that's some detail there. You know, obviously the ball gets to him fast, so he can look Simmons back. If Gehrig had been back, Simmons would have advanced to third because it's hit to the right side of the infield. So anyway, Fox is out. Gehrig to Pinnock, 1 away.
1 out, man on second.
Mickey Cochran, who won the MVP this year. I don't know how. He had a decent year, but there was so many people better. I mean, 293, 10 homers. He did lead the league in putouts, but still, I mean, obviously many in these 2 lineups had a better year, so I don't know how he won the MVP this year. Still a great player, but so we got a 2-5-6. 2-5-6. That'll be a 21 on column 2, and that's a fly out to Musial in left field. Two away. Oh, fly out to center. That is one thing the computer does a little different. It'll send it to different fielders than it says on the chart. Because 21 on the chart should be a fly out to left, but they've got it going to center, which is fine. I mean, it's still an out, but so that's out number 2. So that goes to Early Combs in center
2 outs,
field.
man on second.
Ossie Orwell. He has 1 at bat only because he pitched on the first game of the year. Now he is playing some first base. Jimmy Fox, who typically is a first baseman, is playing third today. So he's 0 for 1 so far. 5-5-5. That would be a 6, and that's going to be a walk.
Ball 4.
So the Athletics have runners on first and second with 2 out.
2 outs, men on first and second.
The shortstop, Joe Boley, steps to the plate. He is 0 for 4, but has walked 3 times. So a 0 average and a .428 on base percentage. 5, 3, 4. That's a 7. With bases full, but bases aren't full, so that will be another walk.
Ball 4.
So the bases are jammed for Jack Quinn. You can tell by Herb Pennick's 5 column that he doesn't walk many. Look at all those 1s, and there's a 3 on the 6 row. But still.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Jack Quinn, 165. He's a normal pitcher, so hopefully Pennick can get this one to end this threat. 1, 3, 2, and that will be a 6, and that will be a strikeout. 1, 3, 2, and confirm that Quinn's going to bat, and that's a whiff.
You're out.
No runs, 1 hit, and 3 left on.
So Pennick gets out of a jam, leaves the bases full of Athletics.
Top of the third.
And top of the third, Yankees up 3-0. Lou Gehrig steps to the plate. He has an RBI single, his first RBI of the year. 1, 2, 4, and that will be a whiff. Gehrig don't strike out much. Got him that time.
One out, bases empty.
Bob Musial steps to the plate. He had a single, got his average up to 600, 6 for 10. Off to a good start here in 1928. 3, 5, 4. That would be a 34 on 3, and that will be a double. And Musial already has 2 doubles, so that will be his 3rd double of the year already. Very good. 3, 5, 4. He is just tearing it up early here in the season. So Bob Musial, write this here in my scorebook. Gets double number 3.
1 out, man on second.
Looks like he had a triple there too. Already, yep. He had 45 doubles in real life. That's pretty good, pretty good. This Yankee team was good. Of course, this is the year after the 27. So the 27 Yankees are arguably one of the best teams ever, but this 2018 version is nothing to laugh at. So Tony Lazzeri steps to the plate. He had an infield single in the first. 5, 6, 2, and that will be a ground out to second. That should advance Musial, I believe. 5, 6, 2. Yep. Bishop throws on to Orwell. 2 away. That brings up Gene Robertson.
2 outs, man on third.
Who started his 1928 season with a 6-4-3 double play. So see if he can knock in Musial from third. 2 outs. 3, 1, 6. And I think he's going to. That's a 7. That'll be a single to left field. And the Yankees go up 4-0. As you can see, Jack Quinn's column 3 is not terribly impressive. He averages a 4. So that's Robertson's first RBI, makes up for his grounding into a double play back in the first. And the
Two
catcher's
outs,
up,
men on first.
Johnny Grabowski. And Quinn is already tired. Went to his B values. See if he can get this out here. 4-1-3. That'll be a ground out to Fox. So the 4 column is about the best one he could have picked, being B's values. Uh-oh, he's going to be stuck on
One
B
run,
grades.
2 hits, and 1 left on.
So it looks like he's not going to go very long in this game. They probably will take him out next inning, I'd imagine. So we get at least 1 run every inning. Left 1 on base.
Bottom of the third.
Top of the order for the Athletics. Max Bishop steps to the plate. He popped out to Robertson at third in the first inning. 2-4-5. That would be a 55 on 2. Then we ground out to second base. And that brings up Ike, looking for his first hit of the year. He bounced out to second, his first at bat.
1 out, bases empty.
4-5. Stop. Who's Koenig is a 6. And that should be a ground out to short. Out number 2. That brings up Tris Speaker.
2 outs, bases empty.
He lined out to Robertson in the first inning. That's going to be a hit. 1-1-6 is a 14 on 1. It's a single up the middle. And he has a star there, so he gets an opportunity to steal. He had 5 stolen bases for the year, so on a
2
star,
outs, men on first.
the option is to either he steals or he holds. Whereas if it's a cross or a plus sign, it's either he steals or gets caught stealing. So they combine the hold rating of the pitcher and the defensive rating of the catcher, and then they come up with a number there. It's 43, so anything greater than 43, and he steals second base. 64, and he does it. So that's a single and stolen base for Tris Speaker. Let's see, that's his.
2 outs, man on second.
I think that's his first stolen base of the year. Yep. So Tris Speaker. Yeah, Stratomatic was my first game I ever played, and so having the stolen bases and everything kind of automated into the game engine, I'm actually kind of enjoying it. I didn't think I would at first, but I actually do. So that brings up Al Simmons, who is already doubled today. Well, you don't want to intentionally walk him to get to Fox and Cochran. Tough lineup. 5-3. That will be a 4 on 5, and he grounds out to Koenig. Good job, Pinnock.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the fourth. They're making the call to the bullpen.
Yeah, so that's a short day for Jack Quinn. So Eddie Rummel is going to be the new pitcher. He's a righty. So let me get his card out of the stack here. And it was probably silly having the cards in hand, but I don't know. I just, being old school, it just makes it feel more tangible to have the cards in hand. So I like that. One of these days I'll get a camera and kind of show the setup I have outside the computer. So Herb Pennick steps up. So Rommel pitched 2 innings in yesterday's game and actually got the win. So he's 1-0 with a 0 ERA in 2 innings. Now to Cochran on a failed bunt. 5-5-3. That would be a 5, and that'll be a ground out to third. Jimmy Fox makes the play. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
That brings up Early Combs, who tripled in a run and walked and scored. So he's having a pretty good day so far. 8 hits already for the Yankees at the top of the 4th. 5-4-5. And that will be a ground out to first. And he'll flip it to Rummel. 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
Mark Koenig steps to the plate. He's flied out to center and grounded out to short. Rommel, pretty good pitcher. 117 whip, 13-5 with a 306. 4-2-1. And that'll be an error chance for Orwell, who is an 11 error rating. So that's probably definitely going to be an error. One, 4, 5. If you get a 6 on the blue die, that's a 2-base error. But wrote a 1, 4, 5, so that's just a 1-base error. So he makes it to third.
2 outs, men on first.
Or to first, rather, on an error on the first baseman. It's Orwell's first error of the year. And that, for 2 outs, that brings up the Babe. So you never want to put a runner on in front of the Babe if you can help it. So he's doubled in a run and grounded out to Max Bishop at second. 1-5-1. That will be a pop out to Bishop. Last inning.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 4th.
Well, for the first inning, A's pitching is able to shut down the Yankees, keep them from scoring. So Herb Pennick takes the mound for the bottom of the 4th, facing Jimmy Fox, who grounded out to Gehrig. His first at bat. 3-6. He is an opposite. That's the left-right split, so he looks like he will get a single. Because Pennick's a lefty.
No outs, men on first.
Brings up Mickey Cochran. They got Robertson in. I'm gonna put everybody halfway if they want to bunt with a 4-run deficit. I will let them. Mickey Cochran flied out to Combs, his first at bat. 4-2-5. So that's to the shortstop. That will be an 8 with halfway. And so that's going to be a force out at second. So can't get the double play. But they do get Fox at second. 6-4. And that goes fielder's choice for Cochran. 1 away.
1 out, men on first.
The MVP, Mickey Cochran. Ossie Orwell trying to make up for that error he had last inning. He walked and got as far as second base in the second inning. 1-3-4, and that will be a strikeout.
3, you're out.
2 away.
2 outs, men on first.
Joe Boley, 31-year-old shortstop. Walked his last at bat. Uh-oh. 663. That would be a 61. And that's going to be a double. See, Boley has no doubles so far this year. Let's see. Runners advance 2 bases with 2 outs. Runner with a greater than 3 speed scores from first. So Cochran's going to score on this double. So there goes Pennick's shutout. Boley doubles. Gets his first RBI of the year. Boley, and he gets his first double as well. And that brings up the pitcher, Eddie Rommel.
2 outs, men on second.
Let's see. I think Rommel has his own batter's card that I had to download from the website. Basically, any pitcher with over 30 at-bats has a card that you can download. You can download everybody's, but I got it set in the system to, yep, there he is. And the system that any pitcher under 30 gets a generic card. But he had 47 at-bats, so he has his own card. He bats .255, which isn't bad for a pitcher. Assuming they let him hit. I mean, imagine they will. 2, 3, 6. That's going to be a foul out to second base, looks like, if they let him hit. 2, 3, 6. Yep, they're going to let him hit. Fouls out.
1 run,
to Lazzari.
and 1 left on.
Foul out. Well, the Athletics get on the board. They've left 5 runners on base already.
Top of the 5th.
And we got Lou Gehrig stepping to the plate. Gehrig's just 24 years old this year. Got quite a few really good seasons ahead of him. Of course, last year he did very well with Murderer's Row. But he has singled in a run and struck out. 4-4-1. That'd be a ground out to Orwell at first, looks like. Unassisted ground out. 1 away.
1 out, base is empty.
Bob Musial, who is just killing it so far, has doubled in and scored and singled. That was his 3rd double already. 5, 3, 1, 5. It's going to be a ground out to Fox at 3rd. Two away. Tony Lazzari.
2 outs, base is empty.
Singled and grounded out to Bishop at second base. 5, 4, 3, and that will give him a ground out to first as well. 4, 3. He
They
tosses
go down
it.
quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Tosses it to Rommel, and Rommel has done very well in 2 innings of work against the Yankees.
Bottom of the 5th.
Top of the order for Philadelphia. Coming up, Max Bishop, 0 for 2. And that's going to be a single up the middle, I think. Or to right field, rather.
No outs, men on first.
Leads off the 5th with a single. Brings up Ty Cobb, who is 0 for 11, 0 for 2 today. He is not a good bunter. I guess maybe later in his career he didn't bunt as much. So I'm going to keep him at halfway. I don't think he's going to bunt. We shall see, however. 4-4. That's going to be an error check on Lazari, who's a 26. That doesn't bode well. Oh, they're going to hit and run.
It's a hit and run.
So see how that comes out. Oh, line out double play. That's a 1 on Penix and an 18 on Cobb. That gives you 19. And it's caught for an out. If not the third out, runner doubled off first for a double play. If it was, it could have been a triple play, but so the hit and run did not work out well. So for the Athletics, he lines out to 6, double play for out number 1. Bishop was out 6-3 at first for out number 2. And that's a
Two
rally
outs,
killer.
bases empty.
Tris Speaker trying to get a 2-out rally going here. He single stole a base, lined out to Robertson at third. 6-3-6, and that's going to be a 17. Deep fly to left. Just gives it a ride, not enough.
No runs, 1 hit, and none left on.
Yeah, that double play was
Top of the 6th.
heartbreaker. Alrighty. We got the bottom 3 coming up for the Yankees. Here in the 6th, Gene Robertson is singled in a run and hit into a double play. 4-2-2. That'll be a ground out to Bishop. 4-3, 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Johnny Grabowski singled and scored, bounced out to Fox at third. And that's going to be 2-2-3. So that would be a chance for a hit. We got to raise number 3. So it looks like if he hits it, that's going to be to center field. So that's probably going to be an out. Yep. If he'd have hit that to right field, Cobb is a 3. He wouldn't have had enough to get to it. But Tris Speaker, 40-year-old Tris Speaker, still playing center field like Tris Speaker. 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
That brings up Herb Pennock, 0 for 2. Five, 2, 5. That's going to be a 28 on 5. Fly out to right field for out number 3.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Well, Eddie Rommel is mowing them down. He's retired 9 batters and then 1 error on Orwell at first.
Bottom of the 6th.
Doing good for the Philadelphia, trying to keep the Yankees close. So we start off with Al Simmons, who's doubled and ground out to Koenig at short. 3-4-2. That's a rare play opportunity. Let's see if we get one. Yep, 3 is a rare play. Let's see. Rolled a 6 with nobody on. No outs. Chopper down the line. Third baseman backhands the ball cleanly, but his throw is wide of the mark. Roll 1 die against the first baseman's defensive rating. If it's higher, he gets it in. If it's not higher, it pulls him off the bag and he's safe on an error. So Gehrig is a 3. So if it's, which is average, so if it's higher than a 3, he's out. 4, and Gehrig makes the play. Good play by Lou Gehrig. So we'll put a star by that one. Digs it out of the dirt. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Jimmy Fox. Bounced to first and singled. 5-2-2, and that will be a grounder to first if they're. Oh, he's got out to first. 5-2-2. And he flips to Pinnock. Gehrig does for out number 2.
2 outs, bases empty.
Mickey Cochran steps to the plate. He is flied out and hit into a fielder's choice to short. So 6-4 against the lefty. That's a 59. 4, that's a 60. That's going to hold him to a single. Pinnock's 6 column obviously is very good, all ones over there, so he doesn't give up a lot of extra base hits and silliness like that. So that's a single for Cochran.
Two outs, men on first.
Ossie Orwell with 2 outs. He's walked and struck out against the lefty Herb Pinnock. 5-3-2. That's a 6 with runners on first only. So that's going to be 2 balls. So he gets to go at it again.
2 outs, men on first.
He did have batted .306 in limited play time. 3-1-6. Oh, that's not good. And it's going to be a single to center. Advances to second, and then the third base coach. See if he goes to third with 2 outs. Looks like it. 42, and he makes it with 2 outs. That's helped him out there quite a bit. So he goes to third. Orwell singles. And Philadelphia has runners on the corners.
2 outs, men on first and third.
With Joe Boley coming to plate, who doubled in a run. The only run Philadelphia has. So this is a big at bat here for Pinnock. Oh, that's not good. 3-3-6. Ugh. So that's going to be trouble. It's a ballpark, so we'll let the computer figure it out. Yeah, 22 and up. That's a single. 44. So that'll get 1 run in. Got a good chance of throwing him out here, Ruth does. 9. He holds. So Boley delivers again for the 2nd RBI and run for Athletics. So I wonder if they will pinch hit for Eddie Rommel or not, because he is due up next.
2 outs, men on first and second.
I will roll 2 outs here just in case, see what they do. And he's a pretty good hitter. 352 on base percentage. 3-1-5. That's a 672. That's going to be a triple if they let him hit. Crap. And the pitcher, Eddie Rommel, ties it up with a 2-run triple. So that's his first triple of the year, of course. 2 RBIs.
2 outs, men on third.
I wonder if he had any in real life. Yeah, he had 1 triple in real life and a double. He's a decent hitting pitcher, obviously. So the Athletics have tied it up. They got a pretty potent offense. So, and again, 1928 had a lot of offense. So Max Bishop trying to put him ahead here. 5-4-5, and that will be a 4. So that's a ground out to Koenig to end the inning.
3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 left on.
Big inning here for the Athletics.
Top of the 7th.
Well, we got the top of the order coming up, so see if we can get back at it here. Get the lead back. Early Combs is 1 for 2 with a walk, RBI, triple. Good day. 2-6. That's going to be a ballpark effect, so we'll let the computer figure that out. Ty Cobb's the best one to hit it to. He's the weakest fielder, so 26 and up. It's a single. 45. Early Combs leads off with a 7th inning single. Let's see.
No outs, man on first.
I don't think
The defense is playing in at the corners.
So what do we do here? We try to hit and run back in the first inning in the same situation. Koenig is just a 3-bunter. He does have a couple 35s there in row 1, which are double plays. So I'm going to try the hit and run again. Like I said, he's got a 34 and a 20 there and a 13 and 5. So those are pretty good numbers for hit and run. 3-6. That would have been a single if I'd have let it go.
It's a hit and run.
Now he does it again. Flies out to center field. For out number 1. All right, that brings up the Babe.
1 out, man on first.
Babe Ruth is doubled in a run, grounded out, and popped out to second. 4-6-2, and that's going to be a double play. 4-6-3 double play.
That's their second double play turn today. No runs, 1 hit, and none left on.
Well, the Babe hit it hard, but right at somebody.
Bottom of the 7th.
Alrighty, Ty Cobb leads off the 7th here. He is 0 for 3 today, 0 for 12 so far in the series and the year. 1-2-6, that's a 39. It'll be a ground out to Gehrig. So they keep the collar on Cobb. He flips to Pinnock, 1 away. Tris
1 out,
Speaker.
base is empty.
1 for 3 today. 3 for 6 for the series. 5-6-6. That would be a 4. Ground out to Koenig. Out number 2.
Two outs, base is empty.
Al Simmons is 1 for 3 with a double. Dropped my dice in the floor, which happens all the time. At least it didn't go behind the table this time. 5-5-5, and that's going to be a walk.
Two outs, man on first.
It is the 3rd walk given up by Herb Pinnock today. You hate to walk these guys. Jimmy Fox is 1 for 3 today. The lefty against the righty Fox. Oh, 3, 3, 4. That's going to be trouble. And that's going to be a triple to right center. I think that's Fox's first triple. Yep. And tough day for Pennant. So Jimmy Fox puts the Athletics ahead. His first triple of the year and his first RBI. So I think this is the first year he qualifies to be a rookie. So
2 outs, men on third.
so Mickey Cochran, 25-year-old catcher. He's 1 for 3 today. Scored a couple runs. 2-1-4. That'll be a raised 5. I don't think nobody's going to get to that one.
One run, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
Oh, okay. The raised 5, that's an injury. And so the raised 5 means he's not. Let's see, if you have a roll and die, if the die is higher, disregard. But I don't think. See, 43. That would have been 1 game. But they not subject to missed games. So Mickey Cochran bounces out to the pitcher, but the Athletics take the lead.
Top of the 8th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
So that will be it for Rommel, who did a great job. And they will be bringing in Ike Powers. Put that in my scorebook. Right-hand pitcher. Alrighty. Lou Gehrig starting off the top of the 8th. He is 1 for 3 today. 5-5-5. That's a 21 on 5. And that is a walk. Followed by an action chart M. So Lou Gehrig gets a base on balls.
No outs, men on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
So let's see here. We get Ike Powers. Didn't get his card yet. Ike Powers. Ike Powers. Oh, he only had 12 innings, so he doesn't have a card. I could print it up off of the freebies on the website, but I'll just go with what's on the computer for him. So we roll a 6, which means nothing happened.
No outs, men on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
So we're down by 1. Bob Musial is up, who is a 2 bunter. 1 being the best bunter. Doesn't have great hit and run numbers. He is off to a great start. Let's see. He does have a couple 35s in column 1. I'm going to let him hit, see what he does. 2, 5, 4. So looks like that's going to be a fly out. Should have had him bunt. Hits it out to Cobb. 1 away.
1 out, men on first. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Interesting. I didn't figure they'd play in at the corners with 1 out. Tony Lazzari, 1 for 3 today. I'm going to let him hit away. 6-3, 2. That looks like a 19, which would be a deep fly to right. Keeping Cobb busy out there this inning.
2 outs, men on first.
All right, Gene Robertson. Oop. I accidentally hit the button. So I'm going to erase that because I
No
always
runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
like to do manual dice. That one accidentally did
Bottom of the
automatic.
8th.
So I erase it. There we go. So Gene, which is a nice handy feature. Gene Robertson is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Looking to keep inning going here. 1, 3, 6, and that will be a pop out just short, looks like. Or second base, rather.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 8th.
Alrighty, time's running out. So Herb Pennick still on the mound. Facing Aussie Orwell. 1 for 2 with a walk. Scored 4-1-1. So that's to Gehrig, 19. It looks like that will be a ground out to Gehrig. 3-1. Tosses it to Pennick. 1 away.
1 out,
Pennick,
bases empty.
Pennick trying to keep it close here. Boley, who's got 2 RBIs today, and 2 for 2 with a walk. 5-5-4. So that's going to be a 16. Looks like that's going to be an infield single followed by an M check. Column M check. Boley is killing us.
1 out, man on first.
So that brings up Ike Power. Now let's do the base action M column check. Looks like that could be a pickoff error. 21. Now let's see. Let's see. I can confirm their pinch hitter.
The manager calls for a pinch hitter.
So, I guess we'll do that. We'll pick off error. Herb Pennick's error rating is a 56. No error on that.
1 out, man on first.
So, Bing Miller, who is very good. Don't know why he didn't start. He will come up to pinch hit. And Pennick is on his B grades. I don't want to get any further behind, so let's see who we got in the pen here. This is really handy here. You can see their actual relief games, so who they used more than anybody. So it looks like Moore was their main reliever, but he wasn't very good. Usually Hoyt, he had the most saves, but he pitched yesterday. Let's see. They got, except for Miller, they got some lefties coming up. So they didn't use him a lot. Hymick here, but I'm going to go with him. So you got Bing Miller, and we get Hymick's Fred Hymick. This card. He should have a card. Lefty, who is a power lefty. Are really good against lefties. But you got a righty for starters, so let's see what he can do here. Let me put Bing Miller in the scorebook. Bing Miller is going to pinch hit. He is yet to play this year so far, even though he had 510 at bats. 6-3-2. So versus a righty, that would be a 18, which is a deep fly to right. Oh, he's going to bunt. Oh, that's an interesting strategy.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
I guess I'll let him do it. He wasn't expecting that. 9, and he hits into a fielder's choice. So he is out 5. Boley is out 5-6 at second, and Miller hits into a fielder's choice. So,
2 outs, men on first.
was 1928. All right. So Connie Mack pulling out all the stops. So Max Bishop is 1 for 4 today. 4-5-2. So it looks like that should be a ground out. Oh no, that's going to be an error check rather on Lazari, who is a 26 on his error. So that's not good.
No
Wait a
runs,
minute.
1 hit, and 1 left on.
Yeah. 4-5. Yep, 4-5-2. Sorry, misread it again. So that's a ground out. Alrighty. So they're able to hold the A's in the bottom of the 8th.
Top of the 9th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
Defensive substitution. French is going into right field for Cobb. You don't have the option to negate the substitutions, and it substitutes a lot. Maybe more than I would, but. So anyway, so we got Art Daney, and he pitched 1 inning. So I sure don't have a card for him. It'd be interesting to see how he does. But anyway, we got Johnny Grabowski batting first against Delaney, or Daney, I mean. 5-2-1, and that would be a 28. That would be a fly out to right field. One away.
1 out, bases empty.
So obviously we're going to pinch hit for Hymick here. So we got any good lefties on the bench? We got Bill Dickey. He not much to write home about. Let's see. We got Leo DeRocher, Leo the Lip on the bench. Looks like Pascal's our best bet here, so I'm going to bring him in. So get his card. Ben Pascal. Here we go. 2-6-2. So it looks like that's going to be a ballpark section. Let the computer figure it out. To Al Simmons, who's a pretty good left fielder. So we got to get over a 43 to get a single. 35. Simmons makes the play. So we're down to our last out.
2 outs, bases empty.
Early Combs. It's 2 for 3 today. And there's a hit. 2-2-5 is a single. And he has the cross for the stolen base, which means that either he steals it or he gets caught.
2 outs, men on first.
So let's see what we got here. Being risky with 2 outs. So he's got anything over a 36 Under a 36, the game's over. 62, and he steals it. Uh-oh, and he has a chance for an error here, which looks like Mickey Cochran is going to make. 43, and he throws it in the center field. Wow, how about that? So Early Combs steals second. Ends up at third base with an error on Mickey Cochran, which is Mickey Cochran's first error of the year.
2 outs, men on third.
Mark Koenig a chance here to tie it up with the Babe and Lou Gehrig coming up next. Two, 3, 2, 55. And that's going to be a ground out to Bishop to end the game.
Philadelphia wins a close one. Goodbye, everybody.
Alrighty, well that was a close one for sure. No runs, a hit, an error, one runner left in the game here. So we see Rommel gets the win in relief. Herb Pennick, starter, takes the loss for the Yankees. Art Daney gets a save. 1 inning pitched Art Daney. Joe Boley is the MVP. Light hitting Joe Boley, out of all those Hall of Famers, ends up going 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a double. Let's check out the box score here. Very impressive box score that they give you. You can see like the series stats. You can see how everybody's doing. So you can see we won 9-5, and then Philadelphia won 4-3 and 5-4. So this year promises to be a dogfight with Philadelphia. They've got a very good team, so it may not be as easy for the Yankees to win as they have been in other seasons. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Should have a few more of these games up soon. Also, we'll plan on my main replay right now, as I said earlier, is the 1954 Milwaukee Braves replay that I'm about 30-some games into, but needed a break from it after that 6-game losing streak. I was starting to throw pins and things like that, so I needed a reprieve. So see you next time.